So I've been a mess lately. Um, Anybody who knows me, who's been around me, knows the kind of person that I generally am. I try to just be loving. I try to have empathy. I try never to bring people down, make fun of people, belittle people. Um, I try to lift people up. I spent so many years trying to just lift people up. There's so many hurt people in this world. And hurt people. And I, for the last year and a half, have been an incredibly hurt person. And I've been all over the place. Um, Never in my life, I, I thought I would meet somebody who understood me so well and wanted to work with me and wanted to build and grow with me. I spent a few years trying to find people to do some of my business plans with, which are a bit out there. um, some may call me a dreamer. Um, but then some things happened. I do have intuition. I do have the ability to deduce things, and it's hard when you start seeing things that don't quite fit, that don't make sense, and you inquire, and it's just you're kind of gaslit, to be honest. And I've always been an inquisitive person, and when something doesn't sit right with me, I'll investigate my own. I've mentioned this in my old channel, long gone. I was conspiracy minded for many years because I would see things that wouldn't add up, and so I would dig. I can't help but be inquisitive like that. Um, Through all this, though, it was just when you think you have the most beautiful thing and the most beautiful connection and the most beautiful relationship, indescribable. And then that turns out to be some kind of facade, some kind of mirage. It can really break somebody. And it broke me. It really, literally broke me to my core. And I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to respond. And I lashed out a lot, which is not. So some of the things is just not. It's just I haven't even been in my right mind, and it's been hard times all over, and that has compounded things. It broke my heart into a million pieces. Um, at the same time, and there are things I've done that just can't be taken back. That happens in life sometimes. Once things are what they are, they are what they are. They've been done. It sucks because it is the opposite of everything I wanted. I don't like to hurt people. I don't like to be hurt by people. Who does? But it's really thrown me into a loop of who I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing. I get up every day and I grind my ass like anyone else, and then just all these things come and just suck it away. Pay this, pay that, pay this, pay that. We're all just put through the meat grinder like that. It's just there are things that will never be set right, and it eats at me, and it will probably eat at me for some time. Like many other people, I've dealt with depression, and I usually deal with it just fine. I just try to transmute that and lift people up, and make people feel good, and comfort people. But I have been so beside myself, I've not been able to be that true me, and it has been so hard and it has been so lonely. Um, and it's been just mind-boggling. There's just things I've seen that I didn't know that there's so many things out there in this world. There's just things you don't even know that are happening, and you see stuff and you're like, it's things I've never personally fathomed because I've never been one that was just trying to get a one up on another person. I've been opportunistic, but I never once woke up and was like, who am I going to kind of get over today? It's just not a mindset I have. It's not a way of being. It's very alien to me. But I also get it. People are trying to get ahead however they can. We have different things we're trying to do. Some of us just want money, and that's the name of the game. It's money, and I get it. I didn't care about money for many years, and then when I finally, around 2019, 2020, started trying to delve into doing things a little bigger and make money, and it was still hard, but I was trying to figure out ways to do things different, to help people in a different way. And that's what a lot of my projects were about, helping people. I'm just trying to be okay right now, because damage has been done on both sides. Things that just, there's no closure. You just have to live with it. But that becomes really hard. I just saw my life so much differently. And then I saw that light, and I thought it was just the most beautiful thing. When you have a connection with someone that is just like different than other connections you've had, it does different things to you. Different emotions go through. And then when it all comes crumbling down, nobody knows how they're gonna respond, especially when it goes deep, when the rabbit hole goes deep. I've been down some rabbit holes in my life, and never in my life have I been down a rabbit hole like this, and it broke me. It really broke me. And there's just times I've wanted to lash out, and times I just, I could forgive anything. And I don't care about people's past. I care about how they present themselves in the present, presently present themselves. I just seek genuine connection with people, honesty, just real, genuine connection. And so even as I struggle, I'm trying not to lash out. But there are just things I've seen that cannot be unseen. It all can be forgiven, but I just know that I've gone off the rails some. I can't describe it. I can't describe the turbulence I've felt. I think people who were a little weaker in mindset would have, truly, I think people in a weaker mindset, they would have absolutely removed themselves from this planet had they been in my position. I know because it has gone through my mind at times. Something I would never do, but there have just been times I've just prayed for something to just wipe me out, and I don't want to feel like that. It's a lot. It's a lot to digest, and I haven't done it the best way. But it's also not fair when you see certain things and then you're given no resolve. There's no good explanation. You're just kind of toyed around with. So I have not been my best self. I'm just trying to be my best self. I do believe that I can still help a lot of people with my true self, how I think, my ideas. it hurts me because some of the ideas were big to help a lot of people, and I thought that it was going to be a two-way street to do that. And so it breaks me thinking of all the people that I could be helping right now that I just can't because I'm so broken. I wish there was some kind of catharsis, some kind of conclusion, some kind of, wish there was a happy ending. We don't all get happy endings. My happy ending is not just being surrounded by money. My happy ending is being surrounded by the ones I love and that love me. Mag out.